Good. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Joe A. Sterling Gymnasium in Apopka High School, home of the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge, the event in which the Metro Conference puts its reputation as playing the best quality basketball in the state on the line. This 22nd of 26 games making up the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge matches the Viera High School Hawks against the East River Falcons. And now, let's meet the starting lineups representing the Florida contingency and the guest on the scoreboard, the Viera Hawks. We begin at the guard position. A 6'1" sophomore, number 2, Brooks Harris. A junior point guard, number 3, Zach Pillow. A guard, a junior, 5'10", number 4, Kamar Plain. A senior, 5'10", and a wing, number 5, Jake Oglesby. And rounding out the Viera Hawks starting lineup, a forward, also 5'10" junior, number 24, Tyler Armstrong. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Viera High School Hawks, representing the Florida contingency. And now, please turn to my left as we introduce the starting lineup for the East River High School Falcons, representing the Metro Conference. A senior, 6'3" wing, number 0, Robert Gage. At point guard, 6 feet, 0" junior, number 1, Gian-Paul Anderson. A guard, 6'1" junior, number 5, Tristan Brown. At 6'2" junior, a guard slash forward, number 20, Anthony Santos. And rounding out the starting lineup for the East River Falcons, number 6'4" junior, number 0, Isaiah Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the East River High School Falcons, representing the Metro Conference. Your coaches for Viera in his 5th year, Logan Keys. For East River in his 2nd year, Scott O'Gallagher. Once again, all games for the 2023 Earl Graham Metro vs. Florida Challenge are being live streamed via YouTube. You can find the link by going to metroversusflorida.com. That's METROVSFL.com. Click on the schedule link and then the camera icon next to each and every game. Let's play some basketball. And for those of you joining us online, thank you so much for spending a part of your holiday weekend with us. We hope you enjoy the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. And we are underway in the 22nd of 26 games, making up the Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. This pits Viera representing the Florida contingency against East River, representing the Metro Conference. Metro Conference cutting the lead to 12-8. They've been behind throughout this whole contest. And right off the bat, a travel possession, Viera. So if you're new to this event, it's based on the ACC versus Big Ten Challenge. Each member of the Metro Conference takes on a non-member in each game. That's the Florida contingency. We add up again after the 26 games, which side gets the most wins. The reverse, no dice, but a foul. Foul committed by number 0, Robert Gage. That is his first. East River's first. Sends to the line number 24, Tyler Armstrong. So again, at the end of the 26 games, 4 days and 2 locations, we add up who wins the most. And of course, every member of the Metro Conference is a member because they are located in Orange County and because they are a public high school. It's not like college where you have an invitation and the league offering the invitations, votes and debates about whether they should expand or who they should let in. Once the school opens, they are a member of the Metro Conference. 22 teams now making up the Metro Conference. As we go back to work, that's East River in the white jerseys, red numbers with black rims. Viera playing their second game of this event. They played Tuesday on the first day in the green jerseys. Dark green, lightish green numbers with yellow trim. That's how you separate the numbers from the uniforms. They also have their names on top. The Falcons, the nickname of East River, are on the jerseys. Minute and a half in, 2-0 lead for Viera, scoring on the first possession. Got the ball in transition. Two-man game now between Anderson and Brown. Anderson, of course, the leading scorer. And a second turnover. Possession, Viera. So bringing the ball up now, Plain actually receives the pass. Goes underneath, an interception. 3 interceptions in a row now, leading the charges, Paul Anderson. Does not get, skying for the rebound. Gage, impressive rebound, but he cannot hold on to it. And possession arrow will go to Viera. Possession arrow, Viera. So beautiful job by Gage to get up that high and get a hand on the ball. And again, looked like he was going to come down with it, but very aptly, Viera sticking their hands in when he hit the ground. 2 minutes in now. That's Plain, in and out, doing Windex work. That was Armstrong. He does not actually grab the rebound, but possession does remain with Viera, so same effect, same result. Underneath, Armstrong spins around, clinks off the rim on the right side. And a foul as the Falcons, East River tries to bring the ball up. Foul committed by Tyler Armstrong. That's his first, East River's first. Correction, Viera's first foul. Foul committed by number 5, Jake Oglesby. Second team foul, Viera. First, Oglesby. Anderson can't get the ball to drop. Picking up the loose ball. Windex work and going bank, Gage. So a 2-2 score now as we approach 5 minutes, first quarter, 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. Possession will remain with Viera. Gage touching that ball last. So we begin today. We've had 2 games, 7 in total. Both of those games have been barn burners, as Keith Jackson would say, at least in terms of the finale. Oviedo representing the Florida Conference winning the first. The drive through the lane in the bank from Plain. Oviedo winning the first. University scoring the last 5 points and closing out their game on an 11-2 run. Representing the Metro Conference at the other end, that's Viera. Transition opportunity will not result in points, a foul.
White two.
But a free throw. Foul committed by number 2, Jordan Scott. That is his first. East River's second. At the free throw line, Kamir Plain. Both free throws no good. And Gage, give him credit for the rebound. Nice extension, nice positioning. So now Anderson, one-on-one, rotates that ball over to number 2. That's Jordan Scott. Of course, Anderson, the leading scorer in each of East River's 3 games so far. That includes the preseason. East River participating in the Wekiva Mustangs preseason classic. So got a chance to see him last week. I am the in-house broadcast announcer. And my partner, he's not on this game, taking a couple games off, Mark Barchi. He works with me over at Wekiva High School, actually the director of the broadcast and sports information. So both of us got a great opportunity to see this East River team twice last week during the preseason classic, then saw them again Tuesday. As there's a scramble, Gage rolls on that ball, and possession arrow favors East River. Excuse me, Viera. Possession arrow, Viera. So Gage hitting the ground hard, give him credit for the effort. Unfortunately, the possession arrow was not in his favor, and Viera with that 4-2 lead goes back to work. And Gage, second consecutive possession, getting his hand on the ball. Possession will remain with Viera. Viera possession. 3:45 first quarter. Drain the rain. Brooks Harris. A 7-2 lead now for Viera. Although not a spectacular sticking out run, here's an opportunity to get that lead up to 7 or maybe even 10. Picking up the loose ball is Plain, still has it, extended right, picks up that pick. Over in the left quarter, dumps it in to Armstrong, who spins. Armstrong spins and floats in the deuce. 30-second timeout called by East River. 9-2 lead for Viera, representing the Florida contingency over the East River Falcons, representing the Metro Conference. This is a 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. At this time, we want to go ahead and acknowledge our sponsors. Our primary sponsor, Advent Health. Our 8 Central Florida hospitals have been named as the best in the Orlando area for 13 years in a row. We care for your mind, body, and spirit while you get back to doing what you love with those you love. Visit www.besthospitalinorlando.com to get started on your journey to wellness. So the full court, man-to-man. Actually, that's a trap. Pays dividends. And now Viera with the chance to further increase that lead, 9-2 lead. I'm sorry, what?
Number 30 is Isaiah, not Robert. You keep calling number 30. Number 30?
Oh, it's Robert Williams?
No, he's Isaiah Williams. You keep calling him Robert Gage.
Oh, okay. So a 9-2 lead for Viera now in the early going. They represent the Florida contingency. East River represents the Metro Conference. Two-man game between Brown and Anderson into that corner. No dice. That's Gage ripping down the rebound, and he gets whacked on the way back up. Foul committed by number 3, Zach Pillow. That's his first. Third team foul on Viera. At the line, number 0, Robert Gage. So Viera, of course, coming in 1-0. They won their opening game around opening day against both free throws good. Cuts the lead down to 9-4. And that victory for Viera came against Lake Nona in the second game. At the other end, Anderson steals the deuce and goes bank. East River 0-1. They lost to Trinity Prep on yesterday. So a minute and a half remaining. East River now on a run. They've scored 4 in a row, looking to get that up to 6 or possibly 7. A 9-2 lead certainly would go a long way if East River could continue to cut into that initial 9-2 run. And that is Williams ripping the rebound down. He goes back and scores off the board. Williams Windex work and scores the withdrawal. Under a minute now. 9-8 games, 6 in a row for East River. They are now answering their initial 9-2 run. From the right wing, Oglesby launches. Gage rips down the rebound. And 40 seconds remaining. East River can take the lead. First time they would do so. And, of course, even if they do give it up, there's still 38 seconds. That's, of course, if they take the shot and score quickly. It still would be a great momentum booster heading into that second quarter to have the lead. They will not do it, though. Air ball, no dice, long outlet pass. Harris unable to get 2 attempts and crashes, drawing contact from Williams.
White 30.
Foul committed by number 30, Isaiah Williams. That is his first, the 13th foul for East River. At the free throw line, Brooks Harris. So Harris with 3 points. 19.3 seconds remaining. And 1 of 2, that gets the lead back up to 2. 10-8 now. And East River, if they so choose, has the opportunity to take the last shot of this third quarter. This is a 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. We'll explain that at the beginning of next quarter, the concept based on the ACC versus Big Ten Challenge. Gage trying to float in the deuce. Nice soft touch, but short. Picking up that loose ball. Scott drops it off to Preston Brown. Making the withdrawal from the bank as the buzzer sounds, or just before the buzzer sound, Tristan Brown. And that leaves us at 10-10 at the end of the first quarter. This is the 23rd of 26 games, making up the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. Your score, or representing the Florida contingency, the Viera Hawks, representing the Metro Conference, the East River Falcons. And again, during this break, we continue to acknowledge our sponsors. Without their partnership and participation, this event would not be possible. We begin with Elevate Orlando, a civic nonprofit focused on helping students grow in strength of character and application of essential life skills. Elevate essential character traits and life skills are taught in the classroom, modeled through mentoring and incorporated into all that we do so students can apply them to their lives. Through a partnership with Orange County Public Schools, Elevate Orlando's curriculum is offered as an accredited elective course, and as private employees of Elevate Orlando, teacher mentors are able to spend over 50% of their time outside school mentoring students. 1,550 students, 14 OCPS partner schools, 98% graduation rate, 96% post-secondary placement. Other sponsors: Advent Health, XL Speed Training, Winter Park Driving Academy, Apopka Commissioner Kyle Becker, Williams Construction in Development, More Money, Core Construction, Burnt Fat Orlando, and St. Germain Chiropractic Clinic. So back to live action as we begin the second quarter. 10-10, a 9-2 run for Viera began the game. East River answering with an 8-1 run. And this again, the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. It's based on the ACC versus Big Ten Challenge. Each team in the Metro Conference. In order to be in the Metro Conference, you are a public school and located in Orange County. They take on a non-member of the conference, aka the Florida Contingency. And at the end of the 26 games, we add up which side wins more games. So far this year, the Florida Contingency with the 12-9 lead. Anderson launches off the heel, skying for that rebound. Is playing, and now Viera with the opportunity to take the lead again. That's playing one-on-one, runs into traffic, resets the offense at the top of the key, Cooper Keith. Viera, both these teams doing a good job of shooting up, rotating that ball on the perimeter. No dice for Keith. Actually, excuse me, I was playing. And back the other way we go. Neither team able to score on their first possession of the second quarter. Minute and a half remaining. Viera looking to go 2-0. East River losing their first game. Both teams' first game was in this event. This is the second game during this event for both teams. 4 teams in total playing 2 games today. Foul committed by number 4, Kamar Plain. That's his first, Viera's first team foul. Stick around. Next, we have 4 more games after this one. Who scored? Another turnover for East River. Coming up next, we'll have Winter Park and Auburndale. That'll start approximately 20 minutes after this game. Long range behind the arc. And now East River goes back to work. 5:45 remaining. Down 12-10. Battle underneath the boards. Viera pulling it down. They go back to work. The long outlet. Floating in the deuce. Damian Carter. So back the other way we go. And now a 14-10 lead. Viera scoring the first 4 points. And floating in the deuce. Score at +1. That'll be Brown at the free throw line. Foul committed by number 4, Kamar Plain. That is his second. Second for Viera. Basket counts, and at the line for the +1, Tristan Brown. So just that quickly, East River gets that big play when they needed it. Three-point play, and that cuts the lead back down to 1 point, 14-13. Had 2 ties. The East River yet to lead. And now they're on the verge of taking that first lead after the turnover. In the corner, rims in and out. That was Santos. And now Viera back to work, 4.5 second quarter. That clanks off that right rim. Parks taking the shot. I'm Neil Fisher. Thank you for joining us. on this holiday weekend. We hope you're enjoying your holiday as well as the weekend. And so now the full court defense applied. East River breaks it. Nice job of the passing. Lowers the shoulder, slides through that lane, and runs into traffic. And back the other way we go. Viera still with the 1-point lead. Score the deuce for Tyler Armstrong. So Viera in that 2-3 full court trap. East River so far has not had much trouble breaking it. Most of Viera's points in transition have been scored off rebounds or turnovers in the half-court offense. As East River continues to work it, to spin, block. Gage picks up that loose ball, and he can't get the shot to drop, but a foul on the rebound. We'll have free throws. Foul committed by number 3, Zach Pillow. That's his second. Third on Viera. At the free throw line, Brooklyn Gaddison. Gaddison, a 6'3" senior. Of course, last year, East River, the first under Coach Scott O'Gallagher, a 12-14 record. Of course, you want it to be over 500, but close. So obviously, their goal, their immediate goal for this season is to get over 500. And of course, gotta tell you, a 3-7 lifetime record in this event. So again, I do not get the opportunity to see East River a lot. I am the in-house broadcaster, part of the broadcasting team for the Wekiva Mustangs. But I did get a chance to see East River 2 or 3 times last year. And so far this year, as I mentioned, I've seen them 3 times. They participated in Wekiva's preseason classic. And this is the second game they've participated in the Metro versus Florida Challenge. And they do look like a much better team, a much more experienced team, a much more cohesive team. As we now drop to 2:40 remaining. That tray does not drop, can't find the range for Skelton. And East River go back to work, now trailing by 2. On the other side, Viera always expected to make a long run into the postseason. They were 14-11 last year. One of those teams that gets off to a rough start as the tray does not drop for Santos. So we've gone 4 possessions without any points, 4 missed field goals, and give the defense credit. We haven't had any offensive rebounds. Hawks making it to the Sweet 16 last year. That's the regional semifinals. A 1-1 lifetime record. That also indicates when you have a 14-11 record that they had a rough start, maybe some injuries, which Coach Keith did mention to me. The spin, the bank, +1 for Armstrong. Foul committed by number 30, Isaiah Williams. That is his second. First foul on East River. That sends number 24, Tyler Armstrong, to the line, +1. So Armstrong unable to complete the 3-point play. That does get the lead back up to 4 points. And give the rebound to Gage. East River gets the ball quickly, now settles into that half-court offense. 2 minutes before halftime. So again, talking about Viera's contact from Williams. He has nowhere to go, loses the ball. Someone got a hand. The long outlet, scooping in the deuce. The pass off the turnover, and the scoop for the deuce, Cooper Keith. Lead back up to 6, 20-14. East River has yet to lead in this game. A 9-2 run started the game for Viera. East River tied the game, or cut the lead down to 1 at 10-9. And now 1:15 remaining. 6 straight points now for Viera. Beautiful give and go. Scoring the basket, Gage. Give and go. Gage makes the withdrawal from the bank. So under a minute, 20-16. Lead cut down to 4. So again, going back to Viera, they got off to a rough start, found their keys, got some injuries off uninjured, and finished the season with a nice, strong record. Meanwhile, 46.3 seconds remaining. Foul committed by number 1, Javon Cooper. That is his first 14 fouls now on Viera. So 45 seconds before halftime, East River with possession, looking to cut into a 4-point lead, and certainly if they can get some points here on this possession, that will be key for them heading into that halftime, feeling like they got some semblance, and that's exactly what they do. On the turnaround, Anderson. 22 seconds remaining. Viera could take the last shot in the first half if they so choose. And Anderson getting his hand, great effort, but just ran out of space. So 15 seconds remaining. And actually Anderson does get that turnover, so kudos to him. And now East River with a chance to go into halftime tied and scoring the last 6 points. Certainly a lot of momentum. Stop, pop, and iron unkind. Rattled in and out for Joseph. And that will bring us to the end of the second quarter. So East River, the basketball gods unkind. Beautiful shot, exactly what any team wants. Joseph unable to get that ball to roll in the right way. And when all said and done, Viera has led from the start, but only a 2-point lead at halftime. 20-18, Viera representing the Florida contingency, East River representing the Metro Conference. This is the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge from Joe A. Sterling Gymnasium and Apopka High School. 4 more games will follow this one. So we begin the second half. Once again, thank you for joining us on our live stream. I'm Neil Fisher. You will hear Mark Barchi, my director for this, the media director for this event, as well as Wekiva High School, in a couple of games, giving him a rest right now. And we open up second half scoring. Tyler Armstrong makes the withdrawal from the bank. We back up to 4 points, 12-8 lead for the Florida contingency. 12-9 lead. And I did make a mistake in that first half. Talked about both these teams. This is their second game in this event. Both teams actually won their first game. I do apologize to the East River fans. They did defeat Trinity Prep in that first game on the opening day. 30 seconds remaining, or 30 seconds into the second half. The spin and score the deuce for Anderson. So that cuts the lead to 22-20. And Anderson, who has been held below his average, scoring that. That's Gage ripping down the rebound. Now Anderson brings the ball up. Chance for East River to tie the score, take the lead. We've had two ties, no lead changes. And the soft floater, no dice. Williams rips that rebound down. He goes to work and draws contact. Foul committed by number 24. That's Tyler Armstrong, his second, first on the team. Can you put number 1 in? Because he's going to be he's their main guy. Anderson back with the ball. Two. So still unable to take the lead. East River fell behind 9-2. They've been down to 2 a couple of times. Into the lane, the spin, the fadeaway from Pillow, and score the deuce. Fadeaway on the soft floater by Pillow. So Pillow, those were his first 2 points of the game. And again, talked about Anderson. He's the leading scorer for East River. The offense really runs through him. And he's had a quiet afternoon so far, just 4 points. And certainly we'll see if East River can include him. Now that defense for Viera has had a lot to do with that. They've done a great job of limiting his touches and being able to get some quality looks at the basket. East River again down by 4 points. They've yet to lead in this game. Their biggest deficit was 9. Most of the time it's been between 3 and 5. And Anderson unable to find the range. Didn't catch iron on that one. So 4 more games after this one. The Metro Conference is announced first. That's Winter Park versus Auburndale. Apopka, the host school, against Lake Region. And then Apopka versus Evans. That's a women's game. And then Cypress Creek versus Leesburg. So most likely, the Florida contingency is going to win this year's event with that 4-game lead, 4-victory lead. Foul committed by number 20, Anthony Santos. That's his first, the first team foul on East River. Is it a 30-second? 30-second timeout called by Viera. 24-20 is the score. 5:01 remaining from Joe A. Stern Gymnasium in Apopka High School. Great defensive play by East River, and they've been doing that all game. Every time Viera is about to get a 3-possession lead, East River comes up with the big play at the other end. Could this be the play that gets them over the hump? No. Williams, Windex work and makes the withdrawal from the bank. So lead back down to 2, one possession. Slamming through that lane and unable to get through the trees was Armstrong, and now East River with an opportunity to tie this ball game. As we approach 4 minutes in the third quarter, nice rotation down to the corner. Velez trying to drive through the trees and really looked like a mirror image of the previous play in which Armstrong for Viera was unable to negotiate that baseline. And at the other end, the pass floating in the deuce. Zach Pillow. Lead back up to 4. So the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge, named after assistant coach Earl Graham. He was an assistant coach for 50-plus years in the Central Florida area, spent the last 15 as the right-hand man of Scott Williams, first at Wekiva and then Apopka. See who the foul is on. No foul. No foul. Just a turnover. And Viera will take possession. 3:30, 4-point lead. And for the most part, other than a couple of times, every time Viera's had that chance to get that lead up to 3 possessions, East River has put the clamps on, coming up with some strong defensive plays. Last time it was a blocked shot. They've also gotten a couple of turnovers, also forced Viera to shooting some low percentage field goal attempts. And there again, same situation. Someone got a hand on that baseline drive. And Santos snagging the ball out of the air. Santos now one-on-one, top of the key, rotating left as we drop under 2:50, third quarter, into the quarter. Gage rolls that ball around. And the rotation again, that's Anderson. They need him to pick up the pace, and he does. Anderson on the stop and go, slash and dash, drops the deuce. 26-24. So again, Coach Graham, the right-hand man of Coach Williams here at Apopka, and before that, Wekiva. And Coach Williams just felt it was necessary after Coach Graham passed away in January of 2023 due to COVID to name this event after him in order to honor him. And in the meantime, the turnover and give the deuce to Gage, a beautiful pass up the court. Robert Gage takes the pass following the turnover, makes the withdrawal from the bank. And we are tied, third time today, 26-all, first time since the first quarter. 2:14 remaining, third quarter, the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge from Joe A. Sterling Gymnasium and Apopka High School. And back to live action. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. We have a brand new ball game, 26-all. Viera representing the Florida contingency in those green jerseys. East River representing the Metro Conference in the white jerseys. And the reverse, still no lead for Viera. Armstrong unable to get as it takes the pass back. Second opportunity, third opportunity, and give East River credit. Even though they were not able to get the rebound, nobody really able to get a good look at that basket. Armstrong actually shooting it almost on a 180-degree angle. No foul. Jump ball. Possession arrow, East River. East River. So Viera Full court, man-to-man. Actually, yes, full court, man-to-man. As we drop to 1.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. East River looking to take the lead for the first time today. They fell behind 9-2. Viera coming out strong. They closed the gap with an 8-1 run. And the lead has, for the most part, gone back between 3 and 7 since then, the largest of 9. Foul committed by number 14, Ronnie Skelton. That's his first. Second on Viera. So inbound by Gage. Anderson catches it. He goes to work. Stop, pop, in, drop for Anderson. And for the first time today, East River has the lead. 1:15 third quarter, 28-26. And now a chance to build on that lead after they've taken it. Gage picks up the loose ball and floats in the deuce. Finger roll for Gage off the steal. Under a minute, 30-26 lead. Driving through that lane with the greatest of ease was Keith, but the shot certainly not the greatest of ease. And Gage gets his big body in the way. The 6'3" senior wing gets the rebound, and now a 6-point lead, the potential for East River. 30 seconds remaining. They have the opportunity to hold on for the last shot. They've scored 6 in a row to take that lead for the first time. Will not happen. Great interception by Harris. And he goes down the other way. Can't get the soft bunny to drop in. And now 10 seconds remaining. East River back in the position of taking that last shot. No dice. Brown trying to negotiate the big tree. 3 seconds, a double team. Anderson picks it off, launches, and can't get it. Does not catch iron, but still an exciting finish for East River. They do exactly what they need to do, scoring 6 points in a row, creating multiple turnovers, and of course, they did not allow Viera the opportunity to get that last shot off and take momentum in. Momentum clearly in East River's favor. Once again, with those 6 consecutive points, we head into the fourth quarter. This is a 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge from Joe A. Storing Gymnasium in Apopka High School. At this time, we continue to acknowledge our sponsors. Of course, their partnership and participation make this event possible. Our primary sponsor, Advent Health. Other sponsors, Elevate Orlando, Excel Spree Training, Winter Park Driving Academy, Apopka Commissioner Kyle Becker, Williams Construction and Development, More Money, Core Construction, Burn Fat Orlando, and St. Germain Chiropractic Clinics. As we head into the third quarter, the score representing the Metro Conference, the East River Falcons 30, representing the Florida contingency, the Viera Hawks 26. So a great finish to that third quarter. East River hanging around, keeping that lead between 3 and 7 points for the majority of this game.
Black 2, warning. White 5, warning. Next one's a
And with 1:15 remaining, East River took its first lead, 28-26. On a basket from 10 feet out from Gian-Paul Anderson. Anderson only scoring 8 points. He's your leading scorer, but again, scoring the most 2 important of this game, putting his team in the lead. And we begin this fourth quarter from the right wing, the Dre, no dice for Pillow. And Anderson now asserting himself on that defensive end, grabbing that rebound, leads the charge at the other end. Another offensive rebound. And so, here at Often, your leading scorer, the man who's known for scoring, having an off game in the points column, contributing through other means. And now at the line is Gian-Paul Anderson. Chance to get that lead up to 3 possessions after two-point field goals. Foul committed by number 3, Zach Pillow, his third, first on the team at the line, Gian-Paul Anderson. And second free throw does not drop, but Anderson does get that lead up to 5. So now Viera at some point needs a three-point play. And they go back to work. Coming up next, East Winter Park versus Auburndale. As, yes, that is a turnover. Possession, East River. So, excuse me, not a turnover. Yeah, that is a turnover, excuse me. 7:16 remaining, 12-8 lead for the Florida contingency. East River inbounds that ball. Gage setting the ball in play. Now Viera in that full court 2-2-1 trap. East River doing a nice job of getting it up the court, pass by pass. Not hurrying. They're losing their patience. Gage with the rebound. Back the other way. A couple of shots, both short. Give Armstrong credit. Now allowing Gage to shoulder up. At the other end, the launch by Oglesby. Couple players hitting the court. Oglesby for Viera and Williams for East River. And Coach O'Gallagher calls the timeout. East River maintains possession. Is it 30? 30-second timeout called by East River. A reminder once again as we show appreciation for our sponsorships. Of course, we could not run this event without their help. Advent Health, our primary sponsor, Elevate Orlando, XL Speed Training, Winter Park Driving Academy, Apopka Commissioner Kyle Becker, Williams Construction and Development, Mo Money, Core Construction, Burnfat Orlando, and St. Germain Chiropractic Clinics. So 6:46 remaining, 31-26 lead for the Metro Conference representative, East River Falcons over the Florida representative, the Viera Hawks, as East River goes back to work. Couple of thought about it moments. East River decides to hold the ball. East River still on a run, 7-0. They took their first lead of the game, 28-26, 1:15, third quarter, and they have since built on it. And now possession does remain with East River. Possession, East River. 6:21 remaining. Anderson, nice pass underneath the Gage, the fake, and the withdrawal from the bank. Gage takes the pass, withdrawal from the bank. At the other end, he scored. So the trap remains in effect. That breaks a 9-0 run for East River. Cuts the lead down to 5, 2 possessions. And the foul. Foul committed by number 3, Zach Pillow. That is his 4th. 2 team fouls now on Viera. Score the deuce, +1. Williams will go to the line. Foul committed by number 4, Kamar Plain. That is his 3rd. Viera's 3rd. Basket is good. At the line was Isaiah Williams on the +1. So Viera now needing to get some points. They led for the majority of this game, almost 3 quarters, and they find themselves down by 9 points.
White one.
Foul committed by number 1, Gian-Paul Anderson. That is his 1st, also the 1st on University. So Viera now back to work, down by 9. Foul committed by number 2, Jordan Scott. 5:09 remaining, and now East River on a 11-0, actually a 13-0 run. Viera's gone cold from the field. Of course, East River's defense has had something to do with that. Viera has gotten his shot, but East River has prevented him from really getting a good look, being able to go shoulder in front of that basket like you're supposed to. The proper technique, and that's Williams. Passes it off to Gage. He fakes back, turns back around, catches air. A second opportunity, scramble into the corner. Viera comes out with it, 4.5 remaining. At the other end, the long pass, and floating in the deuce. Brooks Harris off the pass. So that breaks the 11-0 run for East River. And of course, Viera couldn't come with it at a better time as they have lost control of this game. They led for almost 3 quarters, and really they were controlling this game in terms of the feel. Anderson unable to drop the tray. He does have 9 points. Back at the other end. Rolling off that rim, Oglesby with the shot. Meanwhile, down low, the rebound. Who scored that? Oglesby grabs the rebound and floats in the finger roll. 30-second timeout called by Viera. So the 11-0 run comes to an end for East River. And Viera cuts into that lead. 37-32, 3:58 remaining. This is the 2023 Earl Graham Metro vs. Florida Challenge, Joe A. Sterling Gymnasium in Apopka High School, the site. Once again, we want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. Without their help, we would not be able to run this event, let alone grow it. Advent Health, our primary sponsor. Elevate Orlando, Excel Speed Training, Winter Park Driving Academy. Apopka Commissioner Kyle Becker, Williams Construction and Development, More Money, Core Construction, Burn Fat Orlando, and St. Germain Chiropractic Clinic. And now, with under 4 minutes remaining, East River still facing that trap, full court trap, thrown by Viera. Again, East River trailed for until 1:15 remaining in the third quarter. It was Gian-Paul Anderson's 10-foot jumper, putting him in the lead, 28-26. They just ripped off a 13-0 run. Lead as big as 11, down to 5 now. And no dice for Tristan's Brown tray from the corner. The East River bench rose in anticipation. So certainly you can feel their energy rising. And that's Oglesby. He'll be short. Nice tip from somebody. Long outlet to Scott. The rebound, and he passes it in to Brown. Brown with the finger roll on the transition. Lead back up to 7. And at the other end, Viera trying to push the pace. Getting into transition quickly, a foul. Foul committed by number 0, Robert Gage. That's his second. Third foul on East River. Foul sends Kamara Plain to the free throw line. Kamara Plain with 5 points. Unable to get that second free throw. So that keeps the lead at 6 points as we drop under 3 minutes. Turnover. Back the other way we go. The 4-foot jumper. Plain cannot get it to drop. And now East River with a chance to really assert itself, getting that lead back up to 3 possessions. Right now it's a 2-possession lead if you get 3-point field goals. 1-on-1, that's Scott, and Coach Oglesby wants a timeout. 2:34 remaining, 39-33 lead once again for East River. Is it a full? Full timeout called by East River. So East River on the verge of securing this victory, the 13-0 run, putting them into that lead. They need to take some time off the clock and get a couple of baskets as well. Once again, it's time to remember our sponsors and thank them. Burn Fat Orlando, we offer the tools and guidance you need to achieve better health and your weight loss goals. With an inviting atmosphere, friendly staff, and programs, this is your chance to take charge of your weight and your life. Losing weight is more than just watching the scale drop. That's something Burn Fat Orlando clearly understands and why you will choose Burn Fat Orlando. St. Germain Chiropractic Clinics, best non-invasive healthcare services in the Central Florida/Orlando area. Most insurance accepted. Our other sponsors, starting with the primary sponsor, Advent Health, Elevate Orlando, Excel Speed Training, Winter Park Driving Academy, Apopka Commissioner Kyle Becker, Williams Construction and Development, Mo Money, and Core Construction. So East River with possession, 2.5 minutes remaining. They've led for roughly a quarter, but they've led for the most important part of this match, the last quarter. That's Gage inside. He turns around. Gage with the finger roll. Lead back up to 41-33. A 13-0 run, putting East River in the lead. Drain the rain, Oglesby. So that much-needed point for Viera. That cuts the lead down to 5, 2 possessions. It's also important because Viera had gone through a dry spell. Helps them regain some of their game, refine their footing. And now with minute 45, Viera needs to get a stop. And they do get that, the travel. Possession, Viera. Again, 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. 22 teams make up the Metro Conference, all located in Orange County. All are public high schools. Each member takes on a non-member in each game. The Florida contingency at the end of 26 games, 4 days, 2 locations. We add up who scores more, which side. Score of the deuce, making the withdrawal, Armstrong. Now 4 points scored by Viera, down to 3 points, 1 possession. Beautiful passing in the backcourt by East River, coming out of nowhere though. That was Pillow. Now the turnover, couple of transition opportunities, not being able to drive. And on the third, Gian-Paul Anderson floats in the deuce off the pass. So the lead back up to 7. And now Viera needs points as we are under a minute. Even more so. And the charge. Did you see if that was Anderson, one who took the charge? 5 who took the charge? Who's the foul on? Huh? Who took the? Took the foul. The foul was on 5. Foul committed by number 5, Jake Oglesby. So now you're almost in that territory where you have to foul. Viera's trap, not really paying much dividends here in the last quarter. And East River once again breaks it, 45 seconds. Now Coach O'Gallagher on the sideline barking out instructions as we get a whistle. And there's your foul. Foul committed by number 2, Brooks Harris. That is his first. That sends number 5, Tristan Brown, to the free throw line. East River will be in bonus. Hey, excuse me. On that charge, did you see who took it?
Yeah, JoJo.
Who? JoJo. Was that Anderson? 36.5 seconds remaining. A 5-point lead for East River, who put together a 13-0 run starting towards the end of the third quarter. And they have led since then. Viera in desperation mode. Rejected. Tough defense underneath. And they get that quick basket off the offensive rebound. Cuts the lead back down to one possession. 23.8 seconds remaining. Full timeout. Viera calls a full timeout. A quick reminder that this is the third of 7 games being played today. 26 games in total make up the 2023 Earl Graham Metro versus Florida Challenge. The next game will start approximately 15 minutes at the conclusion of this one. That's Winter Park versus Auburndale. And in the meantime, we once again need to thank our sponsors. Our primary sponsor, Advent Health, also sponsoring Elevate Orlando, XL Speed Training, Winter Park Driving Academy, Apopka Commissioner Kyle Becker, Williams Construction and Development, More Money, Core Construction, Burn Fat Orlando, and St. Germain Chiropractic Clinic. So this is our third consecutive game, which has come down to the final minute. And now East River needs to get that ball in, and they also need to make their free throws. So they take care of the first part of that, which is getting the ball inbound. Now, of course, they're going to have to make their free throws. Foul committed by number 5, Jake Oglesby. That is his third foul. And East River is now in bonus for the rest of the game. First free throw, lead back up to 4, 2 possessions. Does not get that second, but again, it's a 4-point lead. 2 possessions, exactly what they needed. And no basket.
White 30, white 30.
Foul committed by number 30, Isaiah Williams. That is his third. At the line, 24, Tyler Armstrong. Both teams are now in bonus for the rest of the game. So Armstrong up to 10 points. But right now, Viera needs a stopper. It does not matter. That is short. Gage pulls down the rebound. And he's immediately fouled. That'll be Brooks Harris. Foul committed by number 2, Brooks Harris. That sends Robert Gage to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus. 12 seconds immediately remaining. And obviously a critical free throw. Don't need to make both of them right now, but if you do make one, that's a 2-possession game. Not quite over yet, even with that free throw, but if you're Viera, you need East River to make a couple of mistakes. Quick 3, that's exactly what you need if you're Viera. And on the other end, the quick timeout. East River calls a 30-second timeout. 45-44, 5.5 seconds remaining. East River will have possession, so they need to rebound the ball first. .1 seconds actually remaining. East River on a 13-0 run, starting midway through the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. Took their first lead at 1:15, and they have led since then. Looking to get that victory for the Metro Conference. Inbound, and Anderson. So it's been the proverbial three-headed monster for East River. Foul committed by number 5, Jake Oglesby. That is his fourth. At the free throw line, Gian-Paul Anderson. Both teams in the bonus. 3.9 seconds remaining. Chance to get that lead back up to 3, force a three-point attempt. And yes, does foul. Iron is kind. 10 points for Gage. 11 points for Anderson, 9 points for Gage, and Williams with 8. A low-scoring, defensive-oriented battle. Both free throws good. Two most important free throws. 3-point lead. One last opportunity for Viera from the top of the key. Falls to the left. Kamar Plain unable to get that ball to drop, and East River will up their record to 2-0. A great come-from-behind victory for East River, a 13-0 run midway through the third quarter after trailing until 1:15 remaining in the third quarter. East River takes its first lead at 28-26 on Gian-Paul Anderson's 10-foot jumper from the right wing, and they hold on the rest of the way. Stick around, we'll have the MVP announcement in just a couple minutes. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you turn your attention to center court, where Jay Graham will present the award bearing his father's name. His father was Earl Graham, who served as an assistant coach for over 50 years at several different schools, the last 15 as the right-hand man of Scott Williams, first at Wekiva and then here at Apopka. During his time, he used his platform not just to be an excellent assistant coach, but also to have a positive influence in hundreds of young athletes' lives. For that, we honor him, his life, and his legacy. In the winner of the game number 22, Earl Graham Most Valuable Player Award, scoring 9 points, but most importantly, providing the intangibles, scoring 8 rebounds, scoring double-digit rebounds, and also providing the opportunity for his teammates to also grab rebounds with great blocking out work. Number 0, Robert Gage. Congratulations, Robert Gage. And your final score for game number 22, representing the Metro Conference, the East River Falcons 47, representing the Florida contingency, the Viera Hawks 44. That brings the overall score now to